Так, давайте продолжим. Давайте продолжим. Так. Тут мы были. Это сундук, который мы так и так не сможем открыть. Нам нужен 3 из 3. У нас не 3 из 3. Небольшая сумка элексита с другой стороны, которая никем не охраняется. Мы ее возьмем. Тут чувак спит. Оу. Аканиру, спасибо тебе большое за саб. Добро пожаловать. Добро пожаловать. Ладно, окей, нам туда нельзя, я понял. Сейчас мы подождем, пока он ляжет спать. Он лег спать. И теперь мы аккуратненько Ладно, все, я понял. Нельзя так нельзя. Зато вашу лампу спизжу. Ха! Как вам такое? Такс. Ладно, мне кажется, я более-менее здесь осмотрелся, по крайней мере.
Am I crazy, or is our generator power fluctuating?
The B series was never very.
Hey, you.
О, здрасте.
Let me guess. I'm not allowed into the upper quarter.
What? No, everyone's allowed to move about freely here. I just have a question for you. You got here recently,
Разработчики готики шутят сами над собой.
Things are like outside the dome. What's going on out there? Are the Albs attacking?
Бывает, но крупных составлений за последнее время не случалось.
There are raids, but there have been no major assaults recently.
I'm sure that's just the calm before the storm. I just hope the dome holds. There's a lot of people depending on this dome of mine, so they pass us by like a river around a rock. Kalan gave us the knowledge, and now look what we've achieved. A safe harbor for all people. The clerics and Ignodons say we've strayed. I say we've found the true path.
You built the dome?
I designed the plans for it. Then we built it together. My name is Eric, by the way. Chief engineer here in the dome. I'm in charge of all the generators and technicians who oversee them.
Why don't the clerics have a dome like this in Ignodon?
The dome requires immense amounts of energy, and the fluctuations in it have to be constantly balanced. The technology is complex. That means there's no way to cover the Hort with a shield like this. Besides, the cliffs around Hort give it a natural protection.
Can this dome survive an Alb attack?
Of course. Why
do you think we built it? Я буду играть в Destiny там и там, наверное. Больше на плойке, да.
Unfortunately, achieving that isn't so easy. Some of the energy regulators are starting to malfunction again.
Ну, у нас есть 4 ремесла? Наверное, да.
I can repair the energy regulators for you.
Thanks for the offer, but that's not necessary. I've already repaired the components. They just haven't all been installed yet.
About the broken energy regulators. What will happen if they aren't repaired?
If just one regulator fails, it could mean an emergency shutdown for the dome. Otherwise, the discharge it would create could kill a whole lot of the people the shield is supposed to be protecting. But whether it's a discharge or an emergency shutdown, both scenarios would see us defenseless.
How many energy regulators are broken?
Well, all of them.
Новые СП? Что это такое, Mountains?
But Lutz hasn't received his yet.
I will help you with the energy regulators.
I'd wanted to do it myself, but do you really think you could handle it? So, let's find out who you are. You should go to Ignodon one day. You could be a good cleric. Yeah, I know, I left Ignodon behind, but they could offer you better training than I could.
Я не играл еще, Mountains. Я не играл и в первый тоже. Я только начал South Park смотреть впервые вчера.
Come back to me when you're done.
Меры безопасности. Окей, можем помочь купол починить. Я так понимаю, мы этим еще больше изгоем поднасрем. Окей, но мы пока будем набирать квесты. Я так понимаю, изгои живут здесь, да? Ну, не только здесь, но и здесь тоже. Чё ты сидишь на полу? Вон стул прекрасный. Бля, у них мечи пилы. А, Пейдж, кстати, мне с тобой надо поговорить.
What do we have here? Fresh meat? Well, it's pleasant to meet you as well.
Pleasant to... Are you mentally stable? How did you get the guard to let you into the dome?
Привет, Катей.
I'd watch out. They're probably trying to recruit you. You wouldn't be the first to come here looking for shelter only to end up bowing down to Kalan. However you got in, you're going to find it even harder to get out. The clerics are a little jumpy at the moment. You might say paranoid. So, when they do let someone in, it does make me wonder who they are and why the clerics thought letting them in was a good idea.
If it's so hard to get in, what are you doing here?
I got in before things got so paranoid. And I came here for profit, of course. Lots of nervous people close to the Alps tend to be willing to invest shards in their safety, you see. And getting hold of supplies is hard out here.
Джеки, спасибо за хвост.
So, if you can get them, you can sell them for a high price. Well, that was the plan. Now, the clerics have stopped me trading and cut off all the supplies.
And you just let them do that?
Of course I didn't let them. But getting around their ban isn't simple. It's impossible to get by the guards without an ID card. And they took mine from me as part of their crackdown. Now they say I'm causing trouble. But what else is a businesswoman supposed to do when she has her business taken from her?
About your trade ban.
Yeah, don't tell me. Trading weapons can pose a danger to the community. But this is about self-defense. The only
Мы за
person
свободную
who can
торговлю
stop a
оружием.
person with a
Go,
gun
Texas!
is a person
Woo!
with an even bigger gun. Am I right? I mean, what? Are we supposed to throw rocks at the Albs when they attack? But the clerics want to keep all the guns for themselves and screw the rest of us. They call it neutrality, but I say it's oppression.
Ты что, феминистка?
Sounds like you could use some help.
Yes, I could. Still, let's say he's right. And that I could get a hold of supplies. Not from Tavar, obviously. They've blocked that route. Let's say I could get some weapons from the Separatists, for example. Let's say they have weapons and need shards. And that they also have the business acumen of a stunned troll, so they need a salesperson. Me, for example. What if I was to say that? And what if I was to say that I have to find someone who could enter and leave this city freely? If I was to say that, then what would you say?
Do you really think you can trust the Separatists?
I can't leave without profit. Hell, right now I can't eat without profit. So I need this deal. So if you blab, what have I lost? Nothing. And without any guns to show, it's just your word against mine, and even Alois isn't going to see that as justice.
I could help you get your weapons.
Good. Right. So, this is what you need to do. Leave the city and find a separatist called Radok. I think he's a separatist. But whatever he is, he's a mad fucker. I can't make sense of most of what he says. But he has the weapons, and he likes trade. I think he likes trade. It's hard to tell. He wants to sell the weapons, but you'll have to work on him, okay? He won't just hand them over.
Where can I find Radok?
Up in the Highlands. When we last spoke, he told me he was going to head over to the northeast. He mentioned an abandoned wind turbine. With luck, he'll still be out there.
Alois knows about your weapons delivery. He wants it stopped.
Are you saying he knows I found a way to get some weapons? Where does he keep getting his intelligence from? Still, cat and mouse is what we play, isn't it? So I suppose there's no real change. I need the weapons. He wants to stop me, and so we dance our dance.
Окей. Значит, еще пока что мы ничего не заруинили. Хорошо.
Hey, you. I heard you speaking to Eric. He gave you an energy regulator for the dome, right? Give it to me, will you? Very soon now, you're going to need the right sort of friend, and giving that to me will earn you that.
What's in it for me if I help you?
Profit is profit. I respect that attitude. What do you think about 100 shards?
Я скажу, что этого охренительно мало. Бля, у меня не хватает харизмы на это. Я могу просто сейчас слить квест. Хочу ли я слить квест? А, Фиакур тебе просто показалось. Он даже не очень похож, откровенно говоря, на мой взгляд. Если отличный способ найти или сделать 2 обычных эликсовых питья, то до винтовки нужен будет 1 левел. Ну да. Слать его? Думаете, слать его? Да, я, наверное, пошлю его, потому что я буквально провалю квест и не получу экспы. И этого слишком мало.
I won't give you the regulator.
Then you've blown your chance. And don't come back to me and ask for help when no one will let you out of here.
Did you flee here from the desert?
Flee? No. But to live in Tavar, you need shards. And despite my talents, I wasn't one of the Duke's favorites, and that made making a profit hard.
You think it's better here?
Yes, for sure. For me, at least. And those berserkers are the worst for it. One of those assholes killed my friend for fun. Now that bastard is focused on me and nobody's helping me. Even though they know it'll be their turn next, and keeping their head down won't save them.
Who is this berserker that's giving you trouble?
Brabak. A bull of a man and twice as ugly. Bone-breaking bastard.
About Brabak. Where can I find Brabak?
He's usually near the inn. Just follow your nose. If it smells like piss, you found him.
Leave Brabak to me.
You'll deal with him? That would be great, really great. You won't find me trying to put you off that. If you think you can scare him off so he leaves me alone, that would be good. Even if I do, I think ramming a knife into his guts would be a better approach. I would have tried that myself, but if I'd failed... But if you do get rid of him, however you do it, then I will pay you.
Okay.
Let's trade.
Okay.
Вяленое мясо. Нету. Зато есть мягкая туалетная бумага. Твою мать. Почему? Почему нам так не везет? Эх. Давай мы тебе дубину эту продадим. Все равно не собираюсь с ней ходить. Нам нужно одно вяленое мясо. Одно. Одно. Ну, зубы, кости забирай. Это все я оставлю себе. Инструкции я оставлю себе. Все патроны я оставляю себе.
That was well done.
DX. На самом деле он изгой. Может быть, стоило ему отдать эти штуки. Ну ладно. Может быть, в другой раз. В другом прохождении. О, господи, блядь. Внимание, воры.
You can forget it, Brabak. I serve everyone here.
А, вот и Брабак.
Save yourself some work and some pain by doing what I say. Let those assholes drink piss from the gutters, and you keep your supplies for the real people.
What do you care who I serve? I still serve you even though the other people complain about it.
So you are taking their side, are you?
I'm on nobody's side. I'm just getting on with my job.
You had better reconsider this.
Reconsider what? One wrong word and the clerics will throw you out of the city. So do us both a favor.
Самогон полностью для дела, у него штук 12. Весь самогон для лесового питья. Хорошо.
When you do, make sure you bring some shards. I'm sick of giving credit and I need the change, all right?
Hey, come over here. Let's get a drink together.
Fuck you.
What are we celebrating?
Victory over the Alps! Or do you have another reason to celebrate? Because any reason works for me.
Victory over the Alps?
Well, imminent victory. Got to be, hasn't it? Or don't you have any confidence in us? Don't say the wrong thing now. You got to believe if you want to succeed.
If you keep drinking, you're not going to beat anyone.
What the? I was being hospitable there. Now you're opening your mouth and inviting someone to shut it. And I am so close to plugging it for you. But because you're new, I'll give you a chance. One final chance. If you get the next round, we'll stay good friends. So, what'll it be? Are you gonna take it in the teeth or feed it to the liver?
Show me what you've got.
Решайся.
A fighter. Let's have you then, fighter.
О, вау. Окей, он не так уж и больно бьет.
Well, if you're sure about that, then okay.
Everyone seems to have an answer to this war, but I haven't noticed it ending.
Those ruins are still fully useful things. If you're
that smells like trouble. You sure?
Бам. Блять.
Stop messing with that weapon.
Сорян.
And finally, you're reasonable.
Я пару раз этого изгоя.
What the fuck? You cheating bastard! Did you drug me? What the fuck did you do to me?
I beat you, asshole.
Yeah. Keep pushing your luck.
Бедный изгой.
Shut that big mouth permanently one day.
Why aren't you in a den with the other berserkers?
Fuck the berserkers.
Он пересел за другой стол такой. Ох, шесть ёбаные варвары.
So I beat him to the punch and left. Fuck them and their laws. You can have it much easier here.
Your reputation precedes you.
Let's just say that crap-stained skin flap of a man was shooting his mouth off about me, and he didn't have anything better to say about you. It's about time someone pays him a visit. Now, you're the one to do it. That lying shit is telling people I killed a family out in the Badlands. Total fucking bullshit. I killed 5 families out in the Badlands. Parading around out there. Hardly a weapon between them. Like they wanted to die. Those dipshits got themselves killed. And now, Riley spread it all around the dome. He's even got some of the guards believing his yabber. But if someone else were to shut him up, I'd be in the clear, and those guards would be off my back.
Это что, пес из Игры престолов? Серьезно?
You need to learn respect for others.
You think that because you beat me
Фальк не одобряет это?
that I'm afraid of you? You are so wrong. So piss off, or I'll give you your head on a plate.
You can try.
I'm gonna give your whore of a mother a reason to cry. Come here.
Что, второй раз? Серьезно, второй раз? А, теперь у него щит есть. Сейчас, хочу кое-что попробовать. Блять, не успел.
That was inappropriate.
All right. You've made your point. So leave me alone.
Я уже выпил таблетку, Клинок, спасибо.
You had better leave people alone from now on.
I got it.
From now on, keep your hands off the outlaws.
And if I don't?
Then you'd better find a bodyguard before I come back for you.
All right, fuck it, you get your wish.
Smart decision.
So, I have to go.
Да, бой 20, я сам охуел от этого. Окей, для Райли мы квест выполнили, это даже было довольно просто. Он где-то тут был? Ну реально, он ублюдок какой-то, мне он не понравился сразу же.
Hey, have you got a few shards for a veteran? Help me out and I'll tell you about the city.
Data is always useful, but I'm uncertain what this individual can offer us.
And unless you show me the shards, you won't find out. Come on, do us both a favor. Come on, have a little heart. Just a few shards, okay?
Nah.
There, take this.
Thanks. Thank you. Oh, I won't forget this. And since you have helped me, I'll make sure my contacts hear about it. You help me, I'll help you. Come back in a few days, yeah? I'll have something that might interest you.
Ох уж этот шилд баши с рейнджом в 5 метров. Ну, он действительно идет немножко вперед и бьет, так что нормально.
Tell me about the city.
Right, well, where to start? First off, a lot of people are avoiding the north of the city. This place always has something going on, but right now, there's really something brewing. That means the north isn't exactly welcoming unless you're a thug. The western section's safer. You're okay there as long as you don't break the law or look funny or say something the clerics don't like. The southern part, well, that is really quiet. Nothing really happens there, but wherever you are, you should know the clerics are watching. Alois, he runs this place and he hates thieves and beggars and trouble causers and pretty much anyone. He thinks he's God's messenger or something, and that means he's got one big old stick up his ass. So don't piss him off. If you ignore anything else, don't ignore that advice. Don't piss off the clerics. There now, you are fully informed.
Excellent.
Файлик ценит это. Ладно. Ладно. А, вот же он сидит, да? Нет? Так, это Пейдж. Где этот мужик, блин?
Well, if you're sure about that, then okay.
How many people have we lost? And you still think that? You're an idiot.
You gotta think before you go out and do that.
Damn it.
Those ruins are still full of useful things, if you look in the right places.
Listen to your orders. Do your duty.
Я не вижу этот квест.
The mechs that went into Abessa pretty much killed that whole party.
I don't know. What have you heard?
Будем спать до полудня. А, до утра. Я почему-то не могу найти в списке квестов квест с этим чуваком, чтобы сдать его. Может, он в таверну пошел тоже. А, он сказал через пару дней прийти. Может быть, одного дня достаточно.
One shard, two shards. You'd think people could spare that, wouldn't you?
Видимо, рановато. У изгоев клевые куртки, мне не нравятся.
So, you come here from Goliath?
Goliath?
Берсерки. Берсерк.
Hey, traveler. Is your throat dry? Are your feet aching? Whatever your problem, I have what you need. One good swig will cure all worries.
А, он же торговец. Я мог, блин, его найти по радару.
I heard about your fight with Brabak.
Ah, forget that guy. Every city has someone like him. You just have to ignore them. Let me know if I can do something for you.
Do you have any news to go with that drink?
News? I presume you're talking about news from in here. I don't hear anything much from the outside now the city gates are sealed. The future of the domed city is the only topic people are concerned about right now. That's pretty much all of the conversation. There's been peace in here for years, but right now, well, we're all set for things to boil over. I don't want to say it's the cleric's fault. It's always easy to blame the people in charge, isn't it? But who else do we blame? The berserkers, the outlaws, the separatists? Me? I find it best not to blame anyone.
How is business?
Now that everyone is paying credit? Roaring. Not many people aren't happy to pay on credit. It's me that's holding the bill and hoping to get paid before I run out of supplies. Speaking of which, do you know where I can get any food supplies? I'll pay real shards to get more food supplies in.
Most people try to earn a profit in your situation, huh?
Try, yeah. Achieving is something different. I'd rather
Платон,
you
ты
get
можешь
the
посмотреть
supplies
вверху.
honestly. But if you take them from people who have too much, who am I to question it? But if you steal from those with nothing, then I don't want anything from you. I like to keep things honest.
Do you want to trade?
Самогон. Ни хера у него самогона. Блин, стоит он до жопы. Да, наверное, мы пока обойдемся. Где, блин, этот чувак, который просил меня этого Барбаса побить? Не ты? Нет. Ща, надо посмотреть. Райли, вот он. Вот он. Вот он.
About Brabak.
Вяленое мясо у него было?
You needn't worry about Brabak. He'll leave you alone.
Leave me alone? He won't do that while he still draws breath. Oh, please tell me you didn't appeal to his conscience. He hasn't got one.
Don't worry. I made things clear.
Я в кустах.
He won't be back.
Well,
Они щекотят.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, that's what I wanted to hear. Wow, I might actually live through this year now. Thank you. Thank you. Here, this is for you.
Вы выбрали сторону конфликта в Обесе снова.
Let's trade.
Okay.
Я думал, я уже давно. Так, давайте у него сначала вяленое мясо посмотрим. Я забыл, смотрел я у него или нет. У него я вроде как смотрел, у него нету.
Don't take it personally.
Пошли снова в таверну. Что у нас по деньгам? Почти 2 куска. Армаз.
Do you want to trade?
Вяленое мясо, вяленое мясо. Нету у него его. Так, пошли теперь отдадим, наверное. Нет. Отдадим. Блять. Снова я это сделал. Так, знаете что? Я все-таки это сделаю. Я покопаюсь в управлении и поменяю кнопки типа поставить метку и вот это все. Потому что это очень неудобно. Так, адъютор. Сейчас, второе действие. ZX, да? Я поставлю это на C. Я не могу менять назначение этой клавиши. Говно. Говно. Ладно. Тогда так, меры безопасности. Метка. А, нам в ту сторону. О, почему нам так? Почему нам в ту сторону? Почему нам в ту же сторону? где сидит Райли. Мне же нужен Луц. А, здесь просто моя метка стоит, я идиот. На самом деле нужно куда-то туда. А насколько далеко нам надо, погодите? А, нам нужно просто на стене. На стене нам нужен человек, окей. Пам-пам-пам. Луц.
Keep your hands off my machines. Any accidents are gonna be dangerous for me, you, and the whole city. The energy regulators are screwed. The surge gauge is failing and I can't see why. And now the shield profiler is returning a really strange set of values. Altogether, that makes for one dangerous set of problems that could fry both of us if the wrong bit of kit gets jolted. And I'm the one who has to fix all this. Ah, shit, I can't even sort out the replacement parts until I have this stabilized.
Eric sent me.
Thank Kalan. Do you have the energy regulator?
Yes. Here.
Perfect. That looks great. Thanks. Thanks for getting that. I'll install it immediately. You better get back to Eric. You can tell him I'm putting it in right now. Maintenance is always better than repair.
Окей. Почему-то он все еще считается квестовым персонажем, но... Каменник! Бам! О, патрончики лежат. Я возьму. Пошли сдадим квест.
If even half of that is true.
А, да, надо уже поискать чуваков для помощи в работе этой бабе.
Then why are we still
What you say is who you are.
Lutz has the energy regulator.
Good. The dome should be more stable now. I thank Kalan for sending you.
Изи экспа. Так. Теперь. Свободное место. Отметка на карте. Давайте поболтаем с людьми. Они вообще далеко здесь? Они все здесь? Да, они все более-менее здесь. Поболтаем с людьми, посмотрим, кто лучше подходит для этой работы. Может быть, чуваков из изгоев сможем поставить на работу.
You escaped in a crate?
Yeah.
Я ж сюда войду, ничего страшного. Okay. Так. Ты кто? Даррелл.
Ah, the gift and treasures of travel, for it brings new encounters. So what are you? Merchant, bounty hunter, or a nobody, like most people out there?
I'm not in a faction.
Well, guess you're one lonely son of a bitch then, aren't you? Here, before you start begging for help, consider it a gift from the Duke. You gave me enough that I can share.
Oh.
Keep your charity.
It isn't smart to refuse a gift from the boss. You should learn to appreciate his generosity.
Generosity, 12 осколков.
How do people live here?
Here, smoke one with me, before you start bombarding me with questions, yeah? I have the best stuff here.
What do you have to offer?
Troll dung, rat scab, it's all first-class stuff. Snort it, smoke it, either way. You'll never forget the experience.
Forget it.
Well, that's your choice. From time to time, you need to open
Кир,
a door
это
in
не
your
третий
head
Ведьмак,
and
это
look
другая
inside,
игра.
right? But if you won't, then all the more
Но
for
она по
me.
боевке чем-то похожа на
That done,
Ведьмака и
let's
на
get
Lords
into
of the
real
Fallen.
business.
Business? With me?
You see someone else here? Real business. A proper opportunity. You see, the clerics have had this city under their control for years. And the Duke thinks they're planning to take control everywhere, sooner or later. And he thinks the Dome City could be the starting point for their military campaign. So, my job is to find out if he's right, if there is something brewing that could be dangerous for us in Tavar.
What information have you gathered about the clerics?
Pretty much nothing so far. They've not been very loose-lipped around me. I must sorta stand out.
So, you want me to be your spy?
I want you to find out information. Now I can see in your eyes that you haven't fallen for the cleric's tricks. You aren't simple enough to believe every piece of troll shit you're fed.
What do you expect from me?
All that you have to do is get some answers out of somebody, and I've even got the guy lined up ready for you. His name is Lutz. He's one of Alois's technicians. As far as I know, he's trying to re-establish communications with the other clerics in Ignadon, while Alois will tell you the clerics here are neutral, separate from the ones in the Horde. Go and grill Lutz. Find out if there'll be an offensive soon. Do that, then come back to me as soon as you have any useful information.
Determining which faction to help against another is a very complex decision.
These shards should make it a lot easier.
How many shards are you talking about?
Enough. The Duke is generous. I pay. That much you can be sure of.
Why do you think that these technicians will know about the cleric's plans?
Because he's the guy that maintains all the communications equipment. He must have heard something from the comms. And he's more likely to talk than anyone further up the chain. I want to know what he's heard. I need to know what he knows.
Окей, давайте сделаем это и потом вернемся к нему. Если Лутц никуда не ушел. А вроде он никуда не ушел, вон он.
I heard you are having trouble establishing communications with the Horde in Ignadon.
That is just... Wait. How do you know that? That's confidential.
I just overheard someone talking about it.
So the word is out? That is a worry. Real worry.
О, господи боже! Малефистофель, спасибо! Мы собрали на отпуск только что. Малефистофель, спасибо большое. Ты уже больше 15 тысяч пожертвовал на мой отпуск. И, собственно, этим донейшеном мы закончили сбор. По крайней мере, там мы закончили официальный сбор, но неофициальный, я думаю, будет еще какое-то время продолжаться, потому что, как я недавно обнаружил, Киви, оказывается, за свои переводы требует довольно-таки большие деньги. Вот, там, что-то там получилось с донейшена твоего на 9 тысяч, Киви забрал в районе 800 рублей или что-то типа того. Так что там, видимо, налог или что-то типа того. Вот. В любом случае, спасибо тебе большое. Это уже Киви, пидорасы. Ну и опять же, им надо на что-то жить, наверное, самим, да. Вот. Так что я пока оставлю эту полоску, пусть там будет каунтер. Вот. Но спасибо всем, кто принял участие, спасибо всем, кто понимает, насколько мне это важно. Я абсолютно прослушал, что он мне говорил, но, возможно, мы сможем договориться.
We might be able to come to an agreement.
An agreement? Okay, sure, an agreement, as long as you help. If you don't help us, we could lose everything we have here. And if things fall apart out there, you can be certain that it will get bloody for everyone.
Октус будет отличаться от неотпуска тем, что ты также будешь сидеть и играть в ELEX, но без стрима? Нет, Дженкьюс, я хочу съездить в Европу. По крайней мере, в Прибалтику. Я хочу съездить, посмотреть на новые места, зарядиться новыми впечатлениями, отдохнуть, дать глазам отдохнуть от компа, да. Конечно, глаза очень сильно устают. Вот. И, блин, я живу в Санкт-Петербурге, но ни разу не был нигде дальше Болгарии. Ну, имеется в виду в сторону Европы. Вот. Так что, вот, очень хочется, на самом деле. Так, вот нафига там галка была с помощью. Малефистофель, ты имеешь в виду галка, которая, типа, берешь комиссию на себя, оплату комиссии на себя или что-то типа того? Я просто не уверен о чем-то. Видимо, да. Куда поеду в отпуск? Ну, я, собственно, рассказал уже.
What's so important about fixing your communications right now?
We're awaiting the delivery of some combat mechs. But they haven't arrived, and we've no way to check why without communications being re-established. That's why we've got to get the link back up now, so we can find out what's going on.
What do you need combat mechs for?
I don't know. I guess they're worried about security. And supplies. We need firepower to get enough food and tech spares into the dome to keep things going. And that's before the Alps. Zakor might have left us alone recently, but who knows how long that'll last. But it's not just about mechs. It's about food and news and everything else. We need a link with the Hort to keep this place going. We need to get this fixed as soon as possible.
Окей, наладить связь,
And
я понял.
please, keep this problem confidential.
Я
Otherwise, we are very
расскажу
likely to
всем.
face even greater challenges. Here are the coordinates of the relay station that's gone down. It's over to the northeast of the city. Head that way and keep looking out for an antenna on the horizon. But I have no idea what the issue is there. You might be able to fix it at the bottom, but there's a chance you might have to climb the antenna mast. There will be a device somewhere on site that you can use to recalibrate the antenna. I hope that'll be enough to fix the problem.
Зашифрованное сообщение. Окей. На самом деле лучше Киви не пользоваться, не только из-за комиссии. Были случаи, когда они крупные суммы денег просто-напросто себе зажимали, оставляя владельцу счетом с нулем и заморозка счета нагола. Слушай, ну у меня пока такого не было ни разу, и Киви работал всю дорогу нормально. Вот. Плюс у меня же не только Киви там включен, там принимаются донейшены и через PayPal, и через Яндекс.Деньги, через WebMoney, через что угодно. Вот, так что там люди... Я как бы постарался просто дать людям возможности, а пользоваться ими или нет, это уж люди пусть сами решают. Как игра, Сардовер, мне очень нравится. Мне очень нравится.
I spoke to Lutz.
You got me just in time. I was right about to light one up. So, go ahead. What did he say?
I assume you don't want to hear about the energy regulators.
No, I don't want you to put me to sleep. I need information about what the clerics are planning.
Привет, Солод.
He must have said something about their plans.
Lutz said something about combat mechs being brought here from Ignadon.
That is the proof. They're planning an offensive.
He didn't say anything about an offensive. He mentioned defense.
No, there's no need for
Да,
mechs
через
for
карту
that.
напрямую можно тоже
It's
в публике,
clear
правильно
the
говорить.
clerics are planning something. Did he tell you anything else?
Yes, he wants me to help him re-establish contact with Ignadon.
How are you supposed to do that?
There is a defective relay station between Abessa and Ignadon. I'm supposed to readjust the antennas there.
Yeah, he doesn't look like someone who'd want to go outside the city. He's too cozy in his machine rooms. But we can use this to our advantage. When you readjust that antenna, you can install a little transmitter for
Квест
me
тут
at the
охуенный,
same
мне очень
time.
нравится.
That way we always have an idea what the clerics are up to. That'll make the Duke very happy.
Хорошо.
I'll plant the bug.
And I'll give you a reward for that.
Так, да, насчет работы
Vivian
механика.
sent me to talk to you about the
Привет,
technician's
Дамаск.
job.
Yeah, good. And I'd like to apply for the job. And I'm willing to pay any price to get it. While I'm certain there must be people better qualified than me, there isn't anybody who will pay you as much as I will.
How good are you with technology?
Absolutely crap. I don't know one end of a screwdriver from, well, a hammer, to be honest. But I'm a fast learner. And if I have someone I can ask, then the rest won't be a problem. And did I mention the whole financially rewarding aspect of selecting me
Мы
as the
проводим
candidate?
интервью. Прикольно. Прошел Ведьмака 3-го 1,5 месяца. Даманский, поздравляю, он довольно долгий.
What do you think about the clerics?
What's this got to do with the job? This job is about technical reliability. And I can assure you that I am technically reliable. And as for my interests, you can count on me being a pacifist. I want to do anything to avoid a war. And the better access I have to new information, the better equipped I'll be to ensure a war doesn't suddenly break out without anybody seeing it coming.
I've heard enough.
Okay. And remember to put in a good word for me with Vivian. I'll make it worth your while.
Окей, хорошо. Я понял. Я понял.
Later, all right?
Пошли еще пообщаемся с другими людьми. А может быть, что-нибудь стырим? Где-нибудь, например, здесь?
There's nothing for you here, so why don't you just leave?
А, хорошо. Они ходят в сортир? Серьезно, блядь! Серьезно, нахуй. Прекрасно функционирующий биотуалет стоит прямо напротив тебя. О боже, эти изгои. Почему я хочу к ним присоединиться? О, какой кошмар. В Москве все так же. Да, по-любому. О, сиги. I'll take that.
Are you here to seek shelter or to cause problems? This area is a sanctuary for refugees. There's nothing here for reavers, recruiters, or troublemakers.
Fuck the system, да. Люди пишут типичный питерец, с другой стороны, так что, видимо, все не без греха, да. Вдруг это ритуал, тебе также придется делать? Нет, я против такого дерьма. Не думал, сколько столетий стоит этот биотуалет без обслуживания, Хилбрехт. Ну, наверное, но все еще как-то, не знаю, это очень странное, это очень странный, собственно, имидж.
What's wrong with you? Have I done something to piss you off?
Call it experience, but those in need and those willing to help don't normally question my motives.
Ой, иди ты в жопу, а?
Are you always so edgy?
You know you wouldn't need to diffuse things if you didn't get people wound up in the first place. Damn, this is like being back in Goliath all over again.
What brought you out here?
This is a place away from the war. A place people can make up their minds without being pressured to join one of the factions. If the people here wanted to join a faction, they would have. Some people aren't ready for that. Or they've been cast out. They have to go somewhere.
So there's no faction in charge here?
Well, the clerics keep order, but it's not like the Horde where entry means you have to join them. Here you can forget about factions.
You're a berserker. Is Adan trying to conquer Abessa?
I don't answer to Adan. And these people belong to no faction. They belong only to themselves. I stand as their protector against anyone who would force them to do otherwise. My only connection to Adan is my magic. I wish it was more, but wishes don't make things so.
Have you been exiled from Goliath?
Exiled? No. There are those in Adan who want to use my magic for their own purposes. Ever since my power started to grow, they changed me. Their mana changed me, and that change just won't stop. I'm becoming stronger and stronger. It is terrifying.
If that's true, why don't you use your power?
I do, I have. But sometimes it overwhelms me. That's why I fight alone. If I lose control of a spell, there's a chance I could kill anyone and everyone around me. The warlords wanted to test me. Try my powers, to harness them. Now I need to find a solution myself.
ELEX
To do
охуенный.
that, I need to study
Бати
the
нет.
properties of ELEX, to learn more about it.
Но тут есть местный Диего и местный Мильтон.
I could use someone like you.
Use? There's a word I've heard too much. Well, count me out. I'm not interested in being used.
I could help you.
What do you know of what I need? What do you know of how to help me? ELEX marks people. Mana, chems, exposure from food tainted by it. It stays with people. You have its mark on you. You're different somehow. What is it about you?
I took ELEX in the past. Is that what you're seeing? Or is there something else?
Took it? You were fed it. You were an Alb soldier. Well, it seems we have something in common. We've both been fed ELEX in one form or another. It's changed us. And neither of us know what that means we are now.
What do you think? My offer still stands.
And what exactly is it that you're planning?
I am going to end this war by taking the fight to the Elexitors. And I'm trying to put together a group skilled enough to win that fight.
And you think I'll take part in this?
In return, I will help your
Там
quest
кто-то
to find
снова
the
это
ELEX you're
делает.
searching for. Then you can improve your magical abilities. You said yourself, the longer you are here, the more you fear your powers will overwhelm you. The longer you stay here, the more danger you put these people in. If you really want to protect them, you need to leave.
Even if that's true, why should I leave with you?
I was an alb. I know ELEX and I know magic. I know the impulses that follow you even during sleep. I know the nightmares and the problems of trying to control power that really wants to control you. And I know what it's like when all that is taken from you. We can help each other.
And it's not like I have other options. Not in the long term. You're right. I'm hiding from it here. I need to get out there and find a real solution. I'll wait by the main gate, and we'll see if your actions can match your words. You should stock up here before we go.
I will meet you by the gate.
Just don't keep me waiting, or you might find I change my mind.
That was remarkable.
Окей. Фальк, возможно, мы тебя кинем.
Are you here to pay me those shards you owe me? Because I'm pissed at how long you're taking to pay.
Фенк? Нет, фенк нам не нужен. Нам нужна Найра.
What do you want from me? To drive me off? Or maybe even have me killed? You don't scare me. Your people are a plague upon this land. Although, there is something different about you. Do you usually spend time with people like us?
I was an alb myself once.
Yes. You stopped taking ELEX. That is rare, which makes me question how you did it.
Vivian sent me about the technician job.
I am without question the best candidate they will find. Therefore, selecting me is the logical choice. But I need proof that the clerics are really willing to work with me. If I am to work for the clerics, then I would like to be paid. The free people seem to value shards above all things, and so payment would be proof that they take me seriously.
Mm-hmm.
What are your qualifications for this job?
I served as the battlefield technician for my unit in Zakor. I have already discovered errors in the AI systems of the clerics' mechs, and I would be able to modify them. Even the dome isn't running as efficiently as it could. That is another thing I could improve.
Я бы хотел лучше ее с собой взять.
Do you think you can work with the clerics?
I think it would be better if this city was led by an alb or a machine. But I understand that it isn't up to me to determine this. So yes, I could imagine working with them in the existing circumstances, despite their inefficiencies.
Окей, мне кажется, этот квест выглядит примерно следующим образом. Ты либо найдешь чувака, которому ты не будешь платить, и за постановку его на то место тебе заплатят среднее количество опыта, либо ты найдешь чувака, которому ты заплатишь, потеряешь немного осколков, но получишь больше опыта, потому что он лучше подходит для этой работы. Либо ты найдешь чувака, который абсолютно не подходит для этой работы, с которым мы уже встречались, но который заплатит тебе. Я предпочту опыт, на самом деле, но пока что мы откажемся.
Teach me something.
Of course.
Чему ты учишь? А, ты ремесленник, понятно. Окей. Можно поучить немножко хитрости и взять карманное воровство. В будущем мы сможем взлом замков еще один взять. Пригодилось бы. Можем научиться модифицировать оружие, кстати. Дорабатывать оружие клириков на верстаке. Но у нас будет винтовка клириков, но я не уверен, что она нам сейчас... Что нам сейчас это необходимо, откровенно говоря. Может быть, нам стоило бы взять взлома или хакера. Взлом или хакера. Так, давайте с еще одним болтаем. Фенка потрогать? Потрогаем.
I saw you.
You saw me what?
I saw how you came through into the dome. Who are you? Why were you allowed in?
I was an alb once.
Fuck. What is this, an invasion? Can't you all just go back to Zakor? What do you have to keep coming here for? Well, you'll find more of your kind back there in the city. Or you can go and do whatever it is you albs do together. But don't get used to it. None of you will be staying long.
Окей, ты мне не нравишься. Это, между прочим, собеседование.
You better tell me what you want here, Alb.
Who are you?
Caleb. I lead the Berserkers who've chosen to settle here in Abessa.
You are separate from the Berserkers in Idan?
We have kept our beliefs, but left behind the laws. We have set our own rules here. Well, none of us are allowed to return to Idan now. Or we just end up being sent to the valley. As to why they came here, well, the first settlers were sent to Abessa to plant a world heart to expand the forest of Idan out here. But they were cut off from Idan by the Albs, left on their own to survive. And after a while, they decided to keep it that way. The warlords in Goliath weren't happy. But they're stretched too thin for another conflict, so here we are. And since they settled here, others have joined us. Some are escaped exiles, others just chose to leave Idan.
What do you have against the Separatists?
We came here for peace, to escape the war. How long will that last if more Albs keep coming here? Zakor has left us alone recently. You think they will if they know all their escapees are coming here? Idan? Ignadon? Fuck it, even Tavar. At some point, if they learn that Albs are sheltering here, then they might attack us even if Zakor doesn't. And you can tell me whatever you want about us having the same goals, or the same enemy. But you really expect me to believe you Albs are going to choose us over other Albs? I don't care that people vote to let you in. If it was up to me, we would be better off if you lot were thrown out of the city.
You want to have all the Separatists thrown out of the city?
Yeah. And you know what? I have already started to make it happen. It's easy to find ways to show you people have broken the rules of our agreement. But hey, I have a way you can avoid the same fate. You could do us a service here. You could prove your humanity. Are you prepared to do that? Do you think you're even able?
Кто ты, мать твою, такой, чтобы я перед тобой отчитывался?
What do you want from me?
I need help with the Albs. We have an eyewitness who claims to have seen the Separatists exchanging information with the Albs. Traitorous bastards.
Who is this eyewitness?
The Berserker Jorg saw Fenk meet with an Alb in front of the city. Why would they meet if it wasn't to exchange information about the dome? Sadly, Jorg is the only one who's seen Fenk. And now he started saying he isn't sure he really saw Fenk meet an Alb from Zakor. So I have to jog Jorg's memory. Or make sure he stops denying what he said. There has to be a way to do that.
You don't think that Jorg could have been wrong in the first place?
No, never. You can't trust these Separatists. They'll betray us sooner or later for sure. I'm telling you, this is just the beginning.
Fuck you.
Hey, you're new here in the city, right?
Yes, I've just arrived.
I thought so. I saw you come through the gate, you see? Anyway, I want to ask you something, if that's alright. Have you been to Idan recently? To the Berserker's city of Goliath, to be exact. A good friend of mine is still there.
Who's your friend?
His name is Kral. He's a guard at the Mana Shrine. At least, he was when I left. He thought he still had a chance to save his brother, Grimar, from the Alb Converter. Do you know what happened to him?
No, I don't know, Kral.
No? Okay, well, thanks. And thanks anyways.
Vivian sent me.
Is it about the technician job for the clerics?
Yes.
I'm interested, but I'm not sure that this is the job for me. I mean, I've not had much to do with technology. I've tried to learn since I came to Abessa, but I'm still only just starting out.
What experience do you have with technology?
Well, back in Goliath, I used to take machines apart. There aren't many I've not seen from the inside. Strange, really. My job used to be to get rid of technology, but now all I want to do is put it back together. The clerics make some incredible things. I mean, just
он
look
такой
at the
середнячок
dome.
типа.
That's an amazing feat of engineering.
If you get orders you don't like, will you run away from here like you did from Idan?
I don't know. But the clerics don't ban some people from doing some things and not others. If I want to learn about technology, they'll let me. They're the same with everyone.
Привет, Хьютон на хаку.
So, now you've left it down. What do you think about the clerics?
I'm grateful they let me in. They don't bother me, and I don't bother them. I'm not a berserker anymore. I live here.
I've heard enough.
Okay. Right. I'll see you then.
Ну, он хуже подходит к этой работе. Так, я возьму этот квест, но только для того, чтобы понять, как я могу наебать этого чувака.
I can make sure York stops denying his story.
You can? Do you think you can make York stick to his original story? It's for the good of the city. So how about you go to York and present yourself as an alb? Encourage him to believe that he saw what he saw. It can never be said again that the albs might be innocent.
Так, и мне нужно сделать кат здесь для Ютуба, а потом мы пойдем поболтаем с Фэнком, а потом мы выберем, кто же станет типа механиком, помощником механика, и вот это все. Вот, что я сделаю остановку записи прямо сейчас.